Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I'm going to do something really quick and simple for the mixed media. I have got a piece of watercolour paper here, which is 300 GSM. And I have embossed, clear embossed, some beautiful butterflies. So these are my butterflies here. I've used some an embossing stamp. And I don't know whether you can actually see, I don't know whether that's going to go blurry or not, but I've embossed the butterfly. So what I want to do, I want to add some colour to it because I want to make a tall, thin journal cover. So I've embossed them because you can't see me do that anyway, because it's really difficult to see clear embossing. I've got some of my Aquacolor crayons and some ink. So that's about it really. I'm just going to do a quick one. I'm going to wet this. I'll put my hand there because I don't want this to go all blurry on you. So I'm just going to wet the paper. So I don't want it majorly wet, but I do want it a little bit wet. I'm going to add some muted turquoise. See it all coming up on me. So I'm just going to just blob some beautiful bits of a colour on there. Let's just look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? I don't want it too wet really, should I? Because it's just going to warp too much. Now I'm going to quickly dry that and then add a few more colours. Okay, that will do. I'm going to squirt it again like that, because I just needed to dry the blue underneath just so it doesn't go all smudgy. So we want muted grey. I want the green, so I've got the muted green in here as well. Might need a little bit more water on here. These are just beautiful colours. A quick dry, maybe a little bit more on here. Oops, that wasn't grey, that was the grey, not the green. That's okay, I quite like this one as well. Fabulous. It's almost like tie-dye, isn't it? Let me just quick dry. Now we need to get some of this colour moving again. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of the turquoise. I should have them in order really, shouldn't I? Just beautiful. Right, I'm going to wet this bit. I've turned the page sideways so it might be easier for you to see. Now I think I'm going to have to pop this in between something to make it flat again, aren't I? Look at that, it's just stunning. Because it's a little bit wet. Okay, now I'm going to get a bit of tissue just to mop that up. Just what's underneath, because then I can use this in some mixed media, can't I? Because I don't want to waste too much. Lovely. Okay, let's just dab some of this off. Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that just lovely? Now I hope you can sort of see these butterflies in there. Look at that. I'm going to go in there with a little bit of colour as well. Make those little butterflies appear. Gorgeous. Now quick dry again. Okay. Right. What colour shall we have the little butterflies? Shall we go in with a little bit of... Should I go in with a bit of green? Oh, I've got some burnt umber in there from before. Now I'm going to go in, I think, with the muted grey. Now I don't want to pop it into that one. Let's get a clean little pot. Pop that in there. Got a brush here. Let's see if I can, let's see if I'll be able to paint into these. Oh yes, lovely. Wasn't quite sure how this was going to turn out. Take that. Love it. Maybe I'll leave them in there just a little bit longer. Gorgeous, aren't they? So if we do them a little bit of purple on here, and then what other colours shall we go in with? Maybe I'll use a little bit of the crayons as well in there. I want to add a little bit of this to each butterfly. Gorgeous, aren't they? So I have been doing some coffee staining paper in the garden, so I've got lots of it, so I thought I might just make a little, or not little, a long thin journal, just with a nice pretty outline of butterflies on here, and see how that comes out. I think that's lovely. Now I'm going to, let me just get a little bit of water on here. Right, what colour shall we go in with? Shall we have a little bit of red? Let's just see. Well, it's like a pink, isn't it? Do you reckon that's like? That mixes rather well, doesn't it? I've got some gold as well. Some gold paint or gold ink. Just wondering what that would look like on here. Just paint these in. Oops. I can add a little bit of green into this as well. I wanted this to be a little bit quite simple, not too fussy. So a few products on here, like the embossing, which I haven't used for a while, especially in mixed media. There we go. Right in there. Let's just go and colour them in like this, shall I? It's a nice thing, you can just, don't have to be neat and tidy, do we? Just scribble it all on. Oops, that's not water, is it? Let's go in here. Gosh, I do like this. That lovely background looks like a sky where you've got lots of butterflies sort of like flying in the sky, doesn't it? that turned out well. Probably should have used my water brush, shouldn't I? Would have been a bit easier. Look at that. Oops. Okay, I'll just go over with this. Okay, does that look nice? It does, doesn't it? Move these around. Love it, absolutely love it. So what are we going to do? I'm just going to quickly dry those little butterflies. Okay. Oh look, I've missed one. Oh, I've missed a little butterfly here. Just saw it shining then. There we go. A little bit of this ink on here. There we go, little butterfly. Lovely. A bit warpy, isn't it? Okay, so we go in with, now I've got green. Where's my green one? I think we need to add a little bit of green to this, just in little sections. Where's my water brush gone? Just get a little bit of colour in the back as well. That looks nice, doesn't it? So this is going to be the front of the journal cover. And obviously this bit is going to be the back. Try and sort of blend this in a little bit. I'll try and keep it quite simple, just like that. And I'm going to just add a little bit up here. That's lovely. Should we add some yellow into here? I will go in with my Posca pen, I think, and just add a few little dots like I like to do. Yes, I'm loving this. I think I will go in, maybe I'll water down a little bit the turquoise. Not sure whether this is going to be a bit too bright now. That's lovely actually. Okay, so if I fold this in half, that's going to be the front. So should we have just a little bit of yellow going down here? Lovely. Right. Going to get a little, oh, and maybe should I use some of this blue? Do with a little bit more of that sort of muted grey, which is more like purple, I think. Did have some, did I have some in a pot here somewhere I was using earlier? I don't know, but I think I can put some in here. That's violet. That's not it. Is it this one? Muted grey, which is that beautiful sort of purpley colour. There's a little bit of water, and I need a sort of bigger brush, don't I? Do you think? Let me just... That's pretty. I do like this colour. Well, I haven't even used gesso today. Makes a change, doesn't it? Lovely. Okay, I'm not going to do a huge amount more onto this because I like it like this, and then I think maybe when it's properly dry and I've flattened it a little bit, needs to just be flat a little bit, I will make a journal cover this week. Okay, I do like that. Okay, you'll probably see it. I'm sorry, I'm moving it backwards and forwards, so I don't think I'll put too much more on here. Just there, maybe a little bit, so it's a bit darker here. Then I might actually sew around this as well before I make the journal. We shall see. Love that. Okay, let's pop that to the side. Put my brushes in the water. I'm going to quickly dry that again. Okay, now I did have, oh no, this is an old one. Now I'm going to use a little bit of gold because I just want a tiny little bit of sparkly bits on there. Let me just wipe that off. Just a little bit. Can you see? Just going to brush over the greeny yellowy bit. Perfect. So I don't know whether you can see, it's just got a tiny little bit of a shine to that, which is lovely. Now let's quickly dry. So I think that will look really nice once it's folded in half like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Posca pen. Oh look, I've got another little butterfly here that I've completely missed. Let's have a look. What have I got? Got a little bit of something on here. There we go. Didn't see you either. What did we put in? A little bit of this, didn't we? Okay. That's okay. That's good. Make sure I don't have any more butterflies on there. Don't think so. Now I'm going to go in here with my little dotty bits. Just like this, because I do like these. It needs a little bit because just needs a little bit of extra something on here, doesn't it? Okay guys, I think that's probably enough, but I just think that looks really, really lovely. Nice and bright actually, isn't it? So that would bend over. That's the front of the cover. Fabulous. And I think I might even put some fabric or something inside to cover that, but it's lovely. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it like that because I think that's really, really nice. I will let that dry and then I will flatten it a little bit, pop it onto something big and heavy, and then in the next couple of days I will make something with that nice simple big journal, or a long thin journal anyway. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the evening and I will see you soon. Alright guys, bye bye.